This is Keith Fraser for Seconds Out. I'm with Uncle Ted. Oh, let me start. I just whacked myself in the thing. Sorry. Let's start again. Ready? This is Keith Fraser for Seconds Out. I'm here with Uncle Ted. That's right. Isaac Chamberlain's uncle and trainer for the forthcoming big British beef bust-up at the O2 Arena on February the 3rd between Isaac Chamberlain and Lawrence Okoli. Good to see you here, Ted. I want to ask you a question. First of all, you probably want to say good to see me as well, right?
Good to see you.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know, it's interesting talking to your boy. Obviously, he's being trained by his uncle. We had recently Hughie Fury, who was trained by his father, and Tyson Fury, who was trained by his uncle. Is there any... What would you say the positives and the negatives are when someone so close in family line is training their boy or their nephew for a big fight like this? Does it make it even harder and even more pressurized for you?
No, I don't think it does, because basically, I mean, in my culture, in our culture, the African culture, you know, uncles and nephews, there's a lot of respect from the nephews. So I can say things to him or listen easily compared to somebody else outside. You're probably gonna have, you know, so that makes it better. And because I know him well as well, I know him since he was a baby, he's growing up, so I know him and he knows who I am. So basically, uncle, in another way, is like a second dad. Do you understand? In our culture. So that makes it even more better and exciting.
Well, it's interesting. Obviously, in other sports, you have it as well. I mean, Rafa Nadal's uncle has been an incredibly successful trainer for him, and I'm sure you're hoping for big things for Isaac. This is a big fight in February. I've asked the same question to Isaac and obviously Brian, who's the trainer of Lawrence. In any way, did you think maybe we should take this fight a year or 2 years down the line, build both fighters up into perhaps world title positions, and take it? What do you think? Do you think it's a risk worth taking? Obviously,
when Isaac turned pro, I said to him, you have to expect anything. You know, don't expect an easy fight, because this is a coward way. You know, you have to expect any fight. So every fight you take, it has to mean something. It pushes another wall you're breaking through. And this fight is a big fight, but our fight as a four is a big fight as well. We take every fight as a big fight, not easy fight. You know, and for the money wise, yeah, if it would be a year or 2 years, it would be more money on it and more even bigger. But I still think Eddie knows what he's doing, because what Eddie said, to have it now, the loser still can go and come back, and make a comeback, and then they'll might meet up maybe 2 years in the line again, you know. And the difference is that one of them will be a winner and the other one will be a loser because he lost before.
I guess at the same time, and of course both fighters up on stage just now showed that they've both got incredible self-belief, and so to take the fight in their own minds was, I've got nothing to lose, I know I'm going to win this. But it's interesting, this has come early in their careers, this big fight, which could have come a year, 2 years down the line. You've got situations like one that springs to mind, Kell Brook and Amir Khan, which hasn't happened and unlikely to happen. I guess better sooner than never, right?
That's right. You know, I mean, that's nothing to do with him come for him, for Okoli, you know. But I'm only worried on my boy, and I think I told Isaac from the first time that he turned pro, I said to him that expecting anything. Now you can speak to Eddie or ask anybody, we never turn away a fight. If they tell us we're gonna fight, just say Bellew, we'll say yeah, we'll fight him. You know what I mean? Even if we're fighting, we might lose, but we still say we'll fight him. Do you understand? So this is the attitude that we have, and this is the kind of we understand that we're in a professional game. The professional game is just to take a fight when the promoter thinks it's a better time, you just take it from there.
Well, I think this is going to be a cracking fight, and so early on in his career. What do you see in Lawrence? He's obviously an Olympian. He's obviously got a lot of talent. What do you see in him that potentially could be dangerous for your boy if you're willing to divulge some of this information? And how do you prepare him? And do you think it's going to be a long battle? How do you see the fight panning out?
I mean, well, at the Olympia or whatever he can win, he won in the amateurs. That's amateur, and this is a professional game. This is professional fight. It's different from amateurs, because when I was a pro, when I was fighting on my fifth fight, I fought Olympia silver medalist, you know, unbeaten, Francis Barry, and I beat him. Actually beat him easily, you know. So because why? They're thinking that big issue about Olympics, because they think that more experience and bigger experience. No, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. You can be a good amateur but bad professional. Or you can be a bad professional, you know. That's how it goes sometimes, you know.
Well, I think this is going to be a cracker, and I think it's a great advert for boxing, because often you have in boxing the biggest names avoiding each other. Here you've got two of the biggest up-and-coming names facing each other, and I think it's great for boxing. I wish your boy the best of luck, and I wish you a great Christmas, and of course a Happy New Year.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.